is Two Birds, One Stoned. I'm Vincent Schultz, and this is my co-host.
I'm Zachary Brooks.
I don't know why I say co-host, but...
I mean, we are. Yeah.
But I'm doing good. I'm feeling good now.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Having a good time?
Yeah, pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we have a special treat if you're listening today.
Yeah.
Because we're going to do something a little different. It's not going to be a reaction. It's going to be kind of like a reaction, but not like real-time live reaction. It's going to be more of like a Cliff Notes / book report on something that we've been talking about for the last like 6 months plus because it's so ridiculous.
It's ridiculous, and it's about time somebody did something about it.
Somebody needs to do something about it now. I think there's been people who have delved into this.
Yeah,
probably more sophisticatedly than we can.
That's the point. More sophisticated. They're not going to do it like we're going to do
That's true. That's true.
Which is unsophisticatedly.
So you want to tell them what we're gonna watch? Oh yeah,
you never even dropped the bomb.
No, I haven't. It's been shrouded in mystery.
It's just lingering on a moment.
So what is it?
We are going to watch R. Kelly's "Trapped in the Closet." Not just listen to the song on YouTube, but we're gonna watch the video that goes along.
Yeah,
it's like a soap opera, basically.
It's some really long, weird story with the same beat over and over.
It's a pretty cool beat. I'll give it that. It's got this teardrop sound to it that I always loved playing on the Casio when I found it. You know the.
Blip, 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 blip. So it's from what I understand, there's 22 chapters. I haven't seen them all. I've seen a good chunk of it, but I've never seen them all.
22, because in the audio... Okay, the audio
I've seen
one
22
says 130 through
33, so I don't know exactly.
Okay.
But we're going to break this down segment by segment. So we're going to be watching five or so chapters, and then we're going to come back and talk about them.
We don't want to watch the whole thing and then come back and do it because... I think that would be a lot to cover in one go.
Yeah.
But
Keep it fresh with the different segments.
But we are going to be writing down talking points here, so we don't forget what we're going to say.
Yeah, so we'll try to be as coherent as possible and not repeat ourselves too much. Because there's a lot to dive into, especially considering the charges he just recently convicted of.
I mean, we don't have to get into the details of it.
Yeah, I'm not too familiar with it. I heard about it as it was going on, but stuff to do with human trafficking, racketeering,
and
sexual
underage
abuse with minors, and
he's going through
awful
a lot
shit.
right now,
awful shit.
Sure.
So who knows? But this was from I want to say, 2004, 2005. This is definitely early 2000s.
Yeah.
So
and like we've watched it a little bit before, and we got a little into it, but we never actually like talked about it. But
we never planned to talk about it on the podcast. It was more just like a joke between you and I when we were.
But man, there's so many things going on.
There's a stupid amount going on. So, anyways, we're gonna shut up. We'll
be back.
Take some time. And we'll be back. So
you guys hang
stick
in
around
there because it's going to take all but a second after all the editing.
Yeah, you'll hear it in 2 seconds.
All right,
but we'll be back.
Shit, this is going to be weird. So we're back.
Yeah, finally. It took a little longer than we wanted, but it worked out.
Yeah, that was a process.
We had to fucking pay for it. Apparently, it used to be on YouTube, and now
we started off. We watched it like 2 months ago on YouTube, and now some a-hole named Samuel B. uploaded a bunch of still pictures with the whole fucking song.
It puts Vivo over the goddamn thumbnail.
He pirated us.
I don't know why YouTube took it down now.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's weird.
It probably had something to do with this case or something.
Yeah.
But it's interesting. So, what's going on? Like,
we watched the first 5 chapters, about like 18 minutes of it. We watched the first 5 chapters. It's out of 22.
Yeah,
so,
and it's like a 3-hour, 40-minute long thing, apparently. this is just the first 20 minutes. So bear with us.
There's a whole lot of shit going on.
Yeah.
It is a self-described hip-hopera, according to R. Kelly.
And this is the big package.
It's a soap
according
opera.
to the cover.
Yeah.
But yeah, so like he's sleeping with a woman, and her husband shows up, and so he goes into her closet, hence Trapped in the Closet.
Yes.
But that the title is a very small portion of what's actually going on.
It's like the call to action. It's like the very first event.
This is where
it
it all
drives
begins.
the plot forward, and
Yeah.
like this is the one thing that sets off every other motion.
Because her husband comes home, and then, oh my God, his phone rings, right?
His phone
So he's in
rings
the
while he's
closet.
in the closet, and the husband's like, "Where did that come from?" And he's like, "Literally, it came from 2 feet away from you in the closet." But
Yeah.
he's like, he goes in the bathroom and he like pulls the curtain back, and he goes to the goddamn dresser and
He pulls the
opens it
drawer
up.
out. And I don't know about anybody else who's watched this, but I was stupid enough to think that the guy was looking for a whole human body in the drawer of the
Well, no,
dresser.
that was always my like.
Oh
that's
my
why it
God.
was always so funny to me. I always imagined it as being like him looking for him in the fucking drawer.
Like, what
But,
do you
like, he's looking for the phone, but like
Right, but what do you
It's
expect
just-
to find if you just find the phone though?
right,
It's
right.
just like,
Oh, here's a phone. It must have rang.
exactly, a phone. You've been buying phones behind
You
my
have a
back.
secret
But then I guess obviously the question would be is like, why do you have a secret
Well,
phone?
okay,
But
really quick. Before
whatever.
we even get into the fact that
The
he
rest of
was
it?
in the
This woman?
apartment with this
Oh,
woman, the fucking scenery shot, the opening shot.
Oh my God,
there was
the
a
green-
model train. There was a model train going through a fake city.
It looked like the beginning of
looked
Mr.
awful.
Rogers' Neighborhood with the
It
trolley
kinda
going through
did.
town.
It kind of fucking did.
Oh my God, that was pretty ridiculous. Yeah, and in fact, all of the all the traveling, everything's done in the green screen room basically.
Yeah.
So
everything with a car is in green screen. Like,
Yeah.
even driving up to the house is green screen, which makes no sense.
it looks like those old school cop movies and stuff like that, where they just have
They just blow the picture up and then like drag it wherever.
Yeah.
Like they just gradually make it bigger while they're driving in like one way.
like the director's yelling at the guys holding the big picture. He's like, "He's taking a left, you fucking idiot!" Oh shit!
Oh, my
all right, so he does come out of the closet eventually, right?
Yeah,
and
he does it in a
confronts
very
the-
special way though.
I forget.
As the husband is reaching for it, he pulls out his Beretta.
Right away? Did it happen right
It
right
happens
away? I
Right
missed it
away.
when I was
He
writing.
escalates that situation
Right away.
from the fucking very beginning.
Why'd you bring a gun here to begin with?
Why does he have a gun? Why?
You're just sleeping with a
He
woman.
was at,
Why
he was
did you
at
bring
the,
a gun?
he was at a club with a woman and he went home to fuck her.
He did say he's out with his boys.
Oh, he was out with his boys. What kind of boys does he roll with that he needs a gun?
That's another. Maybe the sequel needs to go in a different direction. Okay.
But, like the lip syncing so bad too. The lip syncing is just
Well, because
it's his voice. It's like his voice over
Because-
like a woman, and he doesn't change his
Exactly.
voice. He just sings the same same tone of voice,
exactly, he's doing other people's voices too.
Yeah.
It's
but his voice.
and,
But
and
it's
he's
his voice.
he's so detailed because there's parts where he's like, and I close my mouth, swallow my spit.
And the dripping.
Okay.
The dripping on the beat is.
He
so
said yes. I
funny.
said yes. I say yes.
It's like I say. He says yes, I say no. He says yes, I say no. It's just like, what are you talking?
Okay,
Like, I don't know.
okay.
It
Did
was
your
real
child
funny,
write
though.
these lyrics? I don't know. Okay, and so and also with the soundtrack too, the dripping.
Yeah.
I was just
Oh,
like,
dude, and he'll do his own sound effects. Like, remember, he was like, click.
yeah. Was it for the gun?
It was like a
no, for the
door.
phone. It was for the phone, hanging up the
Oh,
phone,
was it?
right?
Yeah.
Wasn't
Click.
it? Yeah,
Like-
he hangs up the phone. Click.
And then he has every opportunity to leave, and then because he has the gun, he's the one with the gun. He can just straight up walk out of there. And
Yeah.
they keep being like, no, I want you to hear this, and he's like, why the fuck is he? If he
Dude.
has to go, why is he like still hanging around?
No, exactly. Like, well, okay. So
Why?
the thing is, the woman holds him there for the whole ordeal. She keeps him there, right? She's
Yeah.
like, no, you need to stay for this, and he's like, okay. So one
He
thing,
says, I'll give you 3 minutes. He's so specific. He's like, I'll give you
Yeah.
3 minutes.
and he knows how to talk to women, because he's like, I said, bitch, move out my way. Like he's so aggressive with her.
Well, but we didn't talk about the reveal too. So the husband catches him cheating.
Yeah.
And so then
there's
he
more.
gets his phone and he tells whoever dropped him off to come back, and it turns out to be his lover, and he's like a closeted gay man.
Yeah.
And he comes out to his wife when he finds her cheating with R. Kelly.
And you should should see R. Kelly's face when he finds out.
Yeah,
it's just a dude.
He's like, oh, I can't shoot him. He's gay.
exactly. But yeah, so it was like the big reveal is the husband's seeing a dude, and he's been seeing him for a year.
Yeah.
And then like this dude steps in. He's like, "Hold on, I can explain. We're in love." The wife's like, "This ain't love."
But and then so to get out of the situation, even though he could have gotten out at any time he wanted, he shoots the ceiling with his gun.
He does a desk pop. Yeah.
I hope there's no neighbors above them. Like,
right?
They got a stray bullet in their apartment.
Well, yeah, for sure. And the thing is, his apartment, because he had a buzzer on the door and everything like that, so he's definitely got upstairs neighbors. Could you imagine them just like stomping on the floor and like, "No, you be quiet!" Like after just hearing a gunshot go off, you're just like stomping. "You guys be quiet down there." You know? I do want to say though, that gun is so shiny. It had to have been like a weapon you get from Platinum in Call of Duty on PlayStation, because like it was like next level shiny for sure.
Oh, dude, he chromed the fuck out of that thing.
Yeah, for sure. It could have been crusted with diamonds for all we know. Yeah. Anyway.
So, anyways, he calls his wife as soon as he gets out of this place, right? And so a man picks up the house phone. And so he starts fucking speeding
Startling
home.
discovery.
And he gets pulled over by fucking Omar from The Wire.
Yeah, Michael K. Williams. Sadly, he just passed away too.
Yeah,
But he got pulled over. And what I loved was like the cop walks up to the window smoking a cigarette because
do we need
to reveal why? Probably because he just got done having sex with the wife, dude. That's why he was smoking a cigarette. Yeah. All right, so I just did it anyways, but yeah,
that's cool.
But yeah, so like R
Kelly gets a ticket and he goes home, and his wife is like, "Oh no, my brother just got out of prison or whatever. He just got home. Like,
that's right.
He's like staying with us." He's like, "Oh, okay," and then start fucking, and then R. Kelly's like, "Nah, get off me," and then he finds a condom in the bed that wasn't his, and so then, it comes out that she was cheating on him with the cop. And she knows the cop literally through the people that he just got done interacting with.
Her explanation of everything, how it wrapped everything up at the end there, like the big reveal, that was so crazy. Like, she just started rattling off all the names.
What's the name? Kathy is the woman he was sleeping with, and then Rufus is her husband, and Chuck is the lover. And she was like, "Oh, I know all of those people." Like, what the fuck?
And dude, at the start, he's like, "What the fuck does Kathy have to do with all this?" She like, just explain yourself a little bit more. It was like, "How the fuck do you know all these people?" Oh shit! It was pretty.
Did she say she went to school with Kathy or some shit?
She went to school with the girl. Yeah, with the girl that he had slept with that night or something like that.
And she was in the club watching him the whole time with her cop boyfriend.
Oh, was she already with him at that time?
Yep.
Oh no shit. I didn't catch on to that.
Mm.
But yeah, so he was the cop that pulled him over. That's why he was smoking the cigarette, because he just got done banging his wife.
And he probably knows it's his wife too,
dude.
Because apparently they were watching. Apparently they were watching him in the club.
Oh, that's right. Yeah,
that's what she said.
Already know what
that's what she said. She said, I was watching you in the club with my man.
That's what she said right there.
Watching in the back of the club with my new man. Kind of shit, whatever. I'm not a singer. So that's pretty much the wrap up of the first.
Yeah, that's the wrap up of it. But there's a couple things I wanted to talk about. Like, it was really funny. At some point, he's like, "Let's handle this the Christian way,"
while he's waving a gun.
Yeah, while he's like, he had a gun pointed at the dude's chest, and he's like, "Let's handle this the Christian way." It was like, what, the Jacob and Isaiah? Is that the story? With like the two brothers or whatever? It was like the two brothers, and Cain and Abel. That's what it is. Cain and Abel. Yeah, it was like the two brothers.
He murders his brother.
Yeah,
out of envy.
Yeah. But I don't know. This is like
funny.
The desk pop was pretty funny. Let's see. I wrote something up back here. Like, I'm gonna be judging every woman's age in this whole show, because like he gets to his wife and it's just like, dang, she's young looking, and obviously with his convictions right now. Oh, and then the fact that he had sex completely clothed, dude. He's all
he was wearing his clothes the entire time.
His shirt was buttoned up.
He's a dick through the zipper kind of guy. That's it.
They showed him sprawled out all over her too. It looked like a crime, but like. Seriously though, but what was even more kind was the fact that he was completely dressed. Was the fact though? It's like it's ridiculous. He was, he's supposed to be this charming ladies man, right? And like I hate to say this, but like exactly. Like how did this guy get so far? And it's like women are stupid, but obviously I can't see that.
Well, no, but like, that's how he's a player, and
dude. He's so manipulative.
Yeah, of course they all are though. Apparently,
that's crazy.
Apparently, they're all super manipulative.
And like he's so corny. Like I made a comment about when like we were searching for and we seen the sequel. And he was in that coat. And I was like, it looked like he murdered a purse for that coat or whatever. like seriously, he's just like corniest fucking dude. I can't believe like even the picture for this, he had that thin goatee and chin strap kind of combination.
Yeah.
It was like, do you think you look good with that? And then those big oversized glasses, like holy fuck, he was like, that is creepy. And those big oversized glasses are the equivalent of a white man's rape van.
Oh my god, dude! The very first scene. See his big ass diamond earrings.
Oh my!
The very first scene.
Blood diamonds.
The like light glistens off of them so much it's like almost like giving a glare to the camera, like how bright the goddamn diamond earrings are.
Do you think he added that glint, like the shine
he
afterwards?
He could have.
He's like, let's make these motherfuckers look expensive.
Oh man, I wouldn't put it past him.
No,
I wouldn't put it past R. Kelly.
Look at him.
We
just have it paused.
We have
with
a
just
pause.
a look on his face.
we made it about 20 minutes in. That's the first
18 minutes 26 seconds to be exact. So you want to see the exact look we're looking at? It's just this dumb.
Yeah, right.
Man.
If you want to pay goddamn $10 for it, you can find out exactly what the still is. Although I feel like the still is like one of the most
iconic
used ones. Yeah.
Well, I'm sure there's a lot of crafty people out there that'll probably find a way to watch it for free. So
yeah, we couldn't. We're not that smart.
No, we're not that crafty.
Maybe we're not that. Maybe we're smart enough. We're just lazy.
I'm as crafty as calling my brother and asking him for his Amazon digits. So.
We looked for a bit though. We tried. We did
try.
We gave up kind of after a bit.
We're not quitters. But yeah, so I mean that's kind of. Oh, you know what? I also wrote that other thing that I said, which is, man, okay, so when he comes up, when he sees that his wife is cheating on him, I was like, dude, if R. Kelly was in the NFL, he would have started hitting her.
Oh my god. Yeah. In an elevator.
Oh my god. Oh shit. That cracks me up.
Yeah, dude. It's funny but awful at the same time.
Awful, but because it's true.
Oh no, I know.
Yeah.
That's why.
Anyway,
it's funny. That's why it's funny because it's true.
I seen something recently that was like pretty horrific.
All right, so
but anyway,
we're gonna go back, watch a little bit more.
Yeah, that was a good time, man. This is gonna be. Well, I guess we'll talk to you guys in a sec.
And we'll be back momentarily. Oh my god.
Yeah, we're back.
Wow.
This is
wow.
There's like
too much to unpack.
In the first 20 minutes I thought there was a lot. It just got ramped up so much.
Dude, there were some really weird like perspective shifts going on right now because he starts as the narrator. Like he starts as like himself. Like it's him in the bed. He says I and shit.
Yeah, that
and
part.
And my
that's
wife
weird.
And blah, blah, blah. And now it has switched to the third person to where his name is now Sylvester. And R. Kelly exists, like, within, like,
it is
the world, too. But
there's
he's
sometimes
like,
two of him.
There's sometimes two of him on the screen. And he travels space and time as some,
Jesus Christ.
Like, some entity. Like, what the fuck is going on?
You know, I was wondering with the whole name thing, instead of going from I to Sylvester, I wonder if he was like, oh shit, this could incriminate me. I should probably change the dude's name to somebody else other than my own. And then he's like, let's call him Sylvester.
He was totally not a real person.
That's that brings me to my next point. Like, this shit is so wild. This is getting to the point where you can't make this up. Like, did this shit actually happen to R. Kelly? This is getting just wild, dude. It's getting crazy. Okay, so we left off with like, oh, where did we leave off? So
Gwendolyn, his wife, told him that she knew everybody.
Yeah.
And that was like the climax.
Oh, the cop went home. And that's where
there's an interaction with the cop at their house.
Oh, I suppose I missed out on that.
So the cop shows up. The same one that gave him a speeding ticket shows up. That's the
right,
cop that was banging his wife.
He did one of those lame-ass U-turns with the green screen in the back.
Yes. And he rips so up into the house. He's walking around with his gun out. And then him and R. Kelly start fighting over the gun. And then her brother, Twan, gets shot. The one who just got out of jail.
Yeah.
He gets shot. And so
in the arm. Let's be specific
he doesn't
here.
Die.
In the arm,
he because
arm. He's quiet for some time.
The cop's like, let me take you to the hospital. And he's like, no, I just need a bathroom. And then he's like patched up and he's good to go. And acting like nothing happened.
I'd be better off in prison is what he said. Yeah. So, all right. So, yeah, Twan. Or is it Tron or Twan?
Twan.
Okay, because I swear I heard Tron got shot. I was like, shit, Tron.
when he yells, I'm not opening another door, and it's like even he doesn't want this bullshit to continue.
I know. I was thinking like
this is ridiculous.
This whole story goes to show that R. Kelly can't hold his emotions. Like he doesn't even want to open up the door. Like, man, I don't even want to open up that fucking door no more. You know, like he pulled out a gun. Like he doesn't even know who's on the other side of the door, and he pulled out a gun over it. It could have been the pizza guy. He doesn't know.
It could have been the police.
It could have been another police officer. Maybe not a dirty one.
Yeah,
I guess
a regular cop.
Regular good cop. You know, never mind. No, I'm good with that. Yeah. So like, okay. So the cop goes. Is this okay? So yeah, he
starts heading home because his wife calls him and is like, "Oh, I've been worried about you." And she has this. Well, R. Kelly has this really bad, fake Southern accent, and it's a woman's voice too.
God.
It is so.
It is so bad. Okay. Yeah. So like, there's this part where the cop goes back to his wife, and she's just like starting to make up excuses because. I mean, we're gonna have to say like she's cheating on him too, right?
Yeah.
So like she's making up excuses for why whatever is going on, and then so the husband's mocking her, but so you got to think it's R. Kelly singing in the husband's voice, mocking the wife in a Southern accent.
He's mocking his own voice.
Yeah, it's just like an Inception fucking. Dude,
well, that's because he's a space and time traveling entity. He's not a.
He's an apparition.
He's a narrator now. It's so weird.
He's not even real to us, dude.
So, anyways, the cop finds out that his wife is cheating on him with a little person, a midget. I'm gonna say midget just for the sake of it, because he says midget like a million fucking times.
Oh, he's not shy about it.
He's singing it, but like the funniest thing is when it's like. So Omar, the cop, what's his name again?
I thought he was Sylvester for the longest time.
Yeah, me too.
Now that all makes sense.
But anyway, he looks behind the fridge.
Yeah,
first.
I was just gonna bring that up.
Behind the fridge, and then he looks under the goddamn kitchen sink, and it's a midget. And then like R. Kelly's like in the closet, and he comes out, and he's like, "Turns out it's a midget," and then it's just like midget.
Dude,
he said midget like 12 times in one go.
He got off
and it just
probably.
Echoes. It's so funny because it's just him saying it and echoing.
Dude, in the editing booth, he's probably he's like, no, more.
Well, then
more echo.
It's like a still frame. He's just like getting close or further and further back, like back into the fucking closet of the kitchen.
Yeah. Well, I was thinking it was funny. Okay, so as they're like you said, he searched behind the fucking fridge for a person. I was like, these grown ass men are searching for other men in their homes like Easter eggs.
I'll check this drawer. Oh wait, I'll check this fucking behind the fridge.
I wonder if there's anything on top of this dresser here. Like going into the fucking top cupboard.
Look in the fold-out couch.
Is there somebody in the Lazy Susan, bitch?
I know you have someone hiding in the blender.
You get that dumb waiter up here right now. Oh, good.
So then, there's some heated exchange.
Yeah, because
and so the cop
midget.
essentially just beats the fuck up out of this midget.
At first, the midget beats up the cop, though. As soon as he comes out of the sink, he, like, steps on the cop's toe, and then he, like,
He's just trying to
punches
run away,
him.
though.
Yeah, but it's so funny because then he runs under the table.
Like a child does.
It was totally like that.
I'll never get caught under a table.
You won't get me under here.
And then the cop lays on top of the table.
And it starts just, like, rattling him. It starts rattling him around like a baby, dude. That was so ridiculous.
Oh my god.
Oh, we laughed our ass off on that part when he caught the midget. Dude, it was so fucking funny.
And then, he pulls out a gun, and then the wife pulls out a fucking double-barrel shotgun.
Yeah, everybody's got a fucking gun. I'm surprised the midget didn't have the cricket from Men in Black.
Her name is Bridget.
Bridget, yeah, with the southern twang.
So, Bridget.
Oh my god.
However he's doing it.
He's got a terrible... You know, I was just thinking... R. Kelly may be talented, but he cannot do a southern accent.
That is the truest statement I've ever heard. Oh my god, it's so bad. It is so bad.
He does what people think a southern accent might sound like.
He's like an alien.
Yeah, exactly, dude, for sure. He came to this planet and he heard English, and then he heard of southern accent, and he tried doing it.
He heard like one person do it once, and he's like, "Oh, I got this."
He's such a method actor.
Well, he is the writer, director, and star of Trapped in the Closet. So
yeah, he does everything.
I bet he produced it too. He's a jack of all
he's
trades.
Probably the key grip too.
For the scenes he's not in.
Oh shit!
Right.
Too much fun, dude.
So then, R. Kelly or Sylvester, whichever one he is now, him and Twan show up.
Hold up. Can I say something about the midget? Sorry.
Yeah.
So, like, it's also so the midget is just he's sticking out like a sore thumb. He's dressed in this, like, bright, vibrant blue suit.
Well, it turns out he's a stripper.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's
Turns
right.
out he's a stripper.
But still, it doesn't. I mean, he's still. It's just the funniest thing. He's just this little. I mean, obviously, he's a little midget. That's what a midget is. But he's this midget. He's this midget in a blue suit with pie crust crumbs all over his face. It's so specific. And then he starts beating up the cop with the pie crust crumbs on his face. It's so ridiculous, dude. That's what I'm saying. This isn't made up. This had to have happened to R. Kelly.
So then, R. Kelly and Twan show up.
Yeah.
And they get people to put their guns down.
But they have guns. They have guns too.
And then Bridget drops the bomb. It turns out the midget is Bridget's baby daddy.
Dude, that's why he was calling him a midget the whole time, because it rhymes with Bridget. Which I was like, dude, why don't you just find a different name that rhymes with little people? Like,
I think he just really liked saying midget.
He probably did. Well, this was some time ago that this was made.
This was like 2004.
Like, remember when he found out that the Rufus guy was with a man? Like, it was that time of year where it was like still surprising. I was like, hold up, this straight black man is with a white man, or sorry, not a white man, but a gay man. Like, that was surprising. And I was like, this is a totally different year and age. Like, this is what decades ahead. And I was like, this shit doesn't even raise an eyebrow anymore. It's so fucking funny seeing this shit in the past. It's like, this probably blew R. Kelly's mind, some of the stuff going on, and now the things he's going through.
Like, probably still blowing his mind.
Do you think? He still hasn't changed a bit since the days of this fucking thing. Eh? Oh my god!
I think that was what, like 6 through 11 or something. I feel like we've been doing 5 or 6.
So it was like the next 18 minutes or 19 minutes we did. But, you know, I was also thinking, like, how long has R. Kelly been pretending to be innocent? Like, even throughout this
his whole
thing,
life.
I know, but like, even in this whole story, like, seriously, he still is just like, in the beginning of the last sequence we just watched, he is still upset that the cop is in his home banging his wife. And he's like, dude, what are you doing in my home banging my wife? That's not cool. And he was literally just in some other dude's home banging their wife.
But I think she told him that she didn't have a husband.
Still,
I think it's mentioned in the beginning that she like expressed how she wasn't married.
That does sound familiar. But it's still like
no, it's the same principle.
I mean, he still was cheating on his wife. But yeah,
cheating,
like,
you piece of shit.
Yeah, it's so funny. Like he's just like, nah, none of this shit's cool, man. None of this shit's cool. Everything I do is fine, though. You know, like I'm fly as fuck.
Rules for thee, but not for me. I'm rich. Look at my coat made of a leather purse I found.
Dude, I mean, with how this story was written and you see R. Kelly's character act and everything, it really doesn't surprise you to hear about the things he just went ahead and did with his fame and glory, you know. It's like, holy fuck, this guy's a psychopath, dude. Like, geez. I can't believe this got as popular as it was and sold as many copies as it was. Just, this is almost a 4-hour long song. Like, also, what did he do to get these actors to play these roles on this almost 4-hour long movie of this hip-hopera? Like, was he holding these people's families' lives for ransom
in his basement?
I don't understand. How did these people agree to this shit? Like,
because it was money.
I guess it was R. Kelly. It is R. Kelly. The dude was making money in the day.
You know, some people are like, hey, I'm trying to get my acting career going.
Yeah, I suppose. Just, it was so lame, though. Like, they're not even getting parts because R. Kelly is singing all of their lines. So they're just mouthing their lines. They're not even getting lines. It's crazy. That's wild to me.
Yeah.
At least he gets a hold of a gun, though. Like, Michael K. Williams was like, shit, I don't get a line, but I get a gun. That's how they convinced him. Like, all right, nah, nobody gets lines. I get all the lines. But all you motherfuckers, you get guns. Like, that's how we wrap things up.
R. Kelly gets cigars. He gets guns. Dude. He gets cheating on his wife. He gets to hang out in closets.
Dude, R. Kelly literally just needed these people to make this movie for himself. Like,
it seems like
he was like, I can't play every single role.
He could have.
He's like, I'm not Eddie Murphy. He had to get actors to play other roles. Because, dude, he's already doing all the lines for him, seriously. He's just like a few layers away from not doing every single part.
I think if he had the capabilities, he would be every single character.
Dude, it was hilarious. R. Kelly, man.
All right,
I give you props. Hired a bunch of fucking expensive actors to play out roles for you to fill out your dirty fantasies. This weird ass story.
Oh man! So you want to do another round?
Yeah, I just have one more question. Like, in terms of what came first, the chicken or the egg? What came first, the song or the movie?
I'm guessing he did the song first.
Oh my god!
And then he like had the movie in mind, but I think he was writing the music first.
You think this was a vision he had for a long time? Like,
probably.
Man, like before he ever became famous, he's like, man, I want to make this movie one day. It's gonna be a 4-hour long song.
And this is only 1 through 22. There's 11 more.
Oh my god, it's so crazy, dude, to see the bar at the bottom, to see how much we have left and how much we've experienced with how little of a bar we've gotten through.
Almost 40 minutes of a 3-hour and 40
Holy
movie.
Shit.
This is probably going to be the last segment.
Probably, yeah. For right now.
Yeah, and then we can do that next week.
Dude, this is like twice as long as the Titanic and has about 100 times more drama in it.
Oh my god.
It's ridiculous. All right.
Alrighty. So we'll be back.
Yeah, in a second. Time warp. Back again. This is quite the story.
Oh wait.
Your mic's not on?
There we go.
My mic's
yeah,
on.
we are back. Wow.
Yeah, we are back. That was quite the continuation.
Wow. So we made it an hour
epic.
through.
Yeah, an hour and in.
Made it an hour in. this is probably going to be the last chunk we're doing for this episode.
Yeah, we'll wrap it up on the next one probably. Or well, this is going to be segmented just like this movie is.
This is part 1, probably of 4. So
Yeah,
probably a 4-part thing.
Do an overall kind of This is quite the project we got ahead of us
because we have to finish this now.
Some content.
Yeah, quality.
Dude, it is crazy. This guy just like literally. I think I just brought this up on the last little intermission here, but like this is almost 4 hours long, and this guy has just written a whole story, and he's singing the whole thing. And some of it does rhyme and whatnot.
Some of
it, but he's coming up with terms like the whole crazy as fish with titties. Like, like
that was awesome.
I was thinking, how long was he sitting there in his writing room just thinking about something that would rhyme, like how he needed it to rhyme and like have as many syllables? And he's like, crazy ass. A fish with titties. Yeah, well, that's pretty damn crazy.
A fish with titties. That's perfect.
He's constantly using like the word fuck in its many iterations as like more syllables to like help with his rhyme scheme and everything.
I don't give a fuck.
Like he's using it all willy nilly. It's pretty good.
It's pretty funny. It's taking some turns. So he shifted over to Kathy again. It's like. Right after R. Kelly leaves, they go to the whole Kathy and Chuck and Rufus bullshit.
Should we break down who the characters are? Because we're starting to understand who they are now. Because Kathy's the woman that...
Yeah, okay. So, in the very beginning, R. Kelly wakes up in Kathy's bed.
Yeah, okay. And then
her husband is Rufus.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
And then the lover is Chuck.
Yeah.
And then you got Sylvester, who is like
R. Kelly,
I guess. Now it was like first person, and now it's third person. Yeah. And then
his wife is Gwendolyn. His wife is
Gwendolyn. I don't remember the cop's name, but his wife is the southern.
That's
Bridget.
Yeah.
Bridget, whose baby daddy is the midget.
The midget. Bridget.
I love how he purposely did that rhyme.
For sure.
Jesus Christ.
And then we have Twan, which is Kathy's brother.
Is Gwendolyn's brother. R. Kelly's wife's brother.
Okay.
That's Twan.
Okay, because I was going to say, they became friends rather quick. Like, he shoots him in the arm, and they're all buddy-buddy.
It was an accident between him and the cop. It wasn't like he...
I know, but it's just so funny.
Sure.
Like
they are
like,
buddy-buddy now.
You got shot in the arm, bygones be bygones. Just spilled milk in the hood.
Oh, and he's fine, too. It's like nothing happened. He's just going about his day.
It's hilarious.
And when he pulled off his... freaking jacket later on, he didn't have a bullet hole in him.
He didn't. Good eye, dude. I didn't even spot that.
You know, R. Kelly, I'm really not happy with your continuity.
Yeah, for your attention to detail.
How dare you?
I mean, you're detailed with swallowing the spit in your mouth when you close it, but you can't be detailed about bullet wounds on people.
Click. It's like making fucking noise.
Click. Yeah.
So Chuck and Kathy get into a fight, and Chuck looks like a little Nas X.
Chuck and Kathy get into a fight. Okay, yeah.
So, and then Kathy ends up getting a call from Gwen on the phone.
Yeah.
Because Gwen has to tell her about some hoe that her husband left with.
And she's that hoe.
She is that hoe. She's like, I'm that hoe.
Yeah.
But then R. Kelly does that like, like really high note. It's like, what the fuck?
It's so funny. It's like an X-Files reveal that that hoe is her.
That hoe is me. Yeah, it was really, really funny.
Yeah, and then so that was revealed, and then Twan and R. Kelly, or sorry, Sylvester, then go over to the diner where Sylvester's meeting up with Kathy to discuss what's going, or like what happened. Is that what they're doing at the diner? They're like talking about what's going on.
I don't know why he cares or wants to know.
Yeah, but then like while that's transpiring, Twan is in the car, and what's funny is as R. Kelly leaves Twan in the car, Twan says something to him, but he like rolls the window up on himself.
And so the voice is warped.
Yeah.
It's so funny.
It's like, dude, why did you just finish what you were saying and then roll up the window? But yeah, so like
Dramatic
Twan's in the car and he's like talking with his homie who has street in his grill apparently. And so like Twan did 3 years in prison and they're explaining what he did. And it goes to show what he did, and he's just drunk and high, swerving a car with 2 other girls and all over the place. And there's drugs in the trunk, and a cop pulls him over. And then he blames one of the girls for snitching on him. It's like, dude, you were driving high and drunk behind the wheel,
asking me
blatantly swerving.
And then that fucking CGI, the green screen helicopter, dude, that shit looked like a fucking PlayStation 2 game.
I didn't even see the helicopter. I was writing. Damn, God.
It was insane.
I heard the helicopter though, and then like
so bad
when he was talking about the helicopter. Oh my God, this guy's ridiculous.
So he was saying he's gonna kill Tina and Roxanne.
Yeah, because those were the girls.
And so the diner that R. Kelly ends up working at or going to meet Kathy. Yeah. Tina is the waitress and Roxanne is the cook, I believe.
The cook, yeah. And when shit pops off a little bit, Roxanne comes out from the kitchen with the skillet in her hand, and then like R. Kelly's got a gun out, and then Tina breaks a bottle. I was like, there's so many weapons in this game. I was like, but that's the thing. Is like I was thinking about it. It was like GTA. There's a fucking broken bottle, a skillet. There's guns all over the place. Like you're just kind of missing some cocaine, and it's pretty much GTA. Yeah, the Beretta. Yeah, no.
Pulling out his Beretta.
Let's see what else I had. This is a lot.
Well, because
there's
after the whole scuffle between the 4 of them and R. Kelly flashing his gun around, Tina reveals some very important information to Twan. That he is her baby's daddy.
So did she have the kid? Because
she did.
I didn't catch that. I did hear that she was pregnant, but I didn't hear that she
was
actually
pregnant
had the kid.
at the time. That's what she said.
Okay.
And so Twan has a kid with Tina now, and he's talking about like maybe trying to be with her and be an adult, and then it turns out that she's fucking Roxanne now.
Yeah.
Her and Roxanne are together now.
And it's so funny because Sylvester / R. Kelly pulls out a gun and like points it at them when they're kissing. And he's like, "You're lucky I like that." like what? You'd fucking kill them because they're lesbians? Like,
oh my God!
Like the only reason he didn't pull the trigger is because he's into lesbians.
Oh my God!
That's so fucking ridiculous, dude. R. Kelly is over the top.
He's fucking crazy.
He's a monster, dude.
Dude, what was up with that random scene of the old neighbors?
Yeah, I don't know.
There was like a 2-minute segment of like his random like old neighbors.
Because also,
and he's playing the old man.
R. Kelly is playing the old
Eddie
man.
Murphy.
Yeah, he really is trying to play
or Tyler
part.
Perry.
And it's weird because, like you're saying, what was the point of that scene?
There was no point.
It's gonna have to tie in some. Like we're only an hour in out of almost 4 hours.
Yeah.
It's gonna have to tie in at some point, right? Like that's the note. It's the nosy neighbor, Rosie. That's what she's saying.
Yeah, Rosie the nosy neighbor.
Yeah, Rosie the nosy neighbor. It's so weird. Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. And
my
then
neighbor's named Rosie.
There was that cool part though where he was having the argument with Twan, and he overlapped his voice having an argument with his voice.
Yeah, right. It actually sounded fucking dope.
Yeah,
I was like, whoa.
Yeah, it was probably the coolest part of this whole story.
You got a sound bar in here or separate speakers?
It's surround sound, yeah.
Yeah, because I was definitely fucking seeing that. I was like, what the hell?
Yeah, you were seeing words flying all over this place from every direction.
I almost felt them.
And then
I almost saw them.
What I thought was hilarious was like when Tina revealed that she was pregnant. I was like, everybody's fucking everyone. Everybody's getting pregnant. Even Chuck's belly was hurting. He might be pregnant.
He did like rub it like he might be pregnant.
He wasn't feeling good at the beginning of this sequence. Yeah,
that's so funny.
Yeah. Well.
Oh man.
We're gonna end this like we normally do.
Yeah.
So, Zach, what'd you like today?
I liked watching Trapped in the Closet. That shit's so funny. We did have to buy it. I'm not stoked about that, but
that's cool.
This was good.
You know, who's getting the money right now? Is R. Kelly getting
the money? What was it? What was the production company called? Jive Records.
Oh,
Jive Records is getting it.
Maybe it's the Weinstein Company.
Oh my!
That'd be too fucking perfect, dude.
Yeah, that makes sense.
The executive producer Jeffrey Epstein,
featuring Bill Clinton.
It has it all, dude. All right. So, what didn't you like today?
Well, so I was supposed to have some lessons, and 3 of them, I had like a block of 3, and none of them showed up.
What? None of them show up. Like no call in show sort of thing.
Yeah.
Didn't even call in.
No.
That sucks. So you were waiting around for 3 hours?
Yeah, but I kind of figured with the holiday.
Do you still get paid for that or no? Because it's a lesson.
No. Well, I mean, I should, but
like, because while you were there for that 3 hours, were you at least stocking the shelves, getting paid or no?
No.
Damn.
I was just hanging out, bullshitting.
Fuck those kids.
But I did fix my guitar, so it's all good.
At least you did.
I worked on my guitar a little bit.
At least you weren't pressured to work during that time.
No.
You could have done whatever you wanted.
Well, and it was dead anyway. There was fucking literally everyone who works on the sales floor was there. Like, because it's Black Friday, yeah.
Oh, that's right. It was Black Friday.
Yeah, there wasn't a whole lot
of people out.
Dude, we did, like, I was there early this morning, and we did pretty good right from the beginning.
I got a Starbucks this morning before work, and GameStop was open. I was surprised to see that. Okay. Yeah, there was several cars in the parking lot just for them. I gotta imagine. Yeah.
Well,
interesting. Yeah. So, what do you want to hope for to happen tomorrow?
Hope work doesn't have many hassles, because I'm working all fucking day. So.
All day?
Yeah.
Like, when are you getting?
I gotta be there 10 to 6, and I got lessons
shit,
too.
That is a long day.
I have lessons also, like during that time.
Oh, really?
Like during that time, I like punch out, go do some lessons. Whoops. Go do some lessons.
Yeah. That's so weird to punch out like that, and
then. Yeah. So Vin, what did you like about today?
You know, at work, it was like the day after the holiday. As you know, I carry mail. So like, there's a lot of mail, but it wasn't too bad, and we got it done at a decent. It was a nice day out. Like, the sun was shining, and I don't know. Like, we finally got snow up here, so I love driving around in the snow, getting to use the 4-wheel drive, and kind of drifting and just having fun with it.
That's fair.
Like, yeah, it's not reckless driving. I'm not going that fast. I'm going like 10, 15 miles an hour. But
I like drifting in like my little neighborhood, but like only at night when there's a bunch of ice. So there's no one on the road and people aren't parked in the street. So.
I would say I get away with it because I'm taking sharp corners. So it's like hugging the corner and the curb, just so I'm staying out of the path of the driving cars that are actually like using the road. And so when I go around those sharp corners, the truck will just kind of like just like fishtail a little bit. Nice. I don't know, I have a couple cul-de-sacs and I have a couple U-turns, and I'll just kind of like control kind of just like fishtail the back end around and then pop it back into 4-wheel drive and go straight out of it. Like I said, it's not reckless. It's just kind of like controlled kind of maneuvers and whatnot. Yeah, so that's what I like. I like the snow, man. I love driving through it.
Yeah, who doesn't? Well,
a lot of people don't.
I like
actually.
the snow. I like the snow.
Yeah, I do too.
All right. Well, what did you not like about today?
You know, I did call into work, and I don't like to do that very often, and I kind of feel bad that I called into work for tomorrow. But it's because of my back, and so I shouldn't feel bad, but I still feel guilty because, in a sense, I feel like I'm letting my coworkers down. Is how I feel. So it kind of sucks, but.
Do they have to pick up your slack if you're going?
Yeah, that's why I feel bad, dude. Because like when I call in, you know, there's the people at the bottom called the CCAs, and that's what I was when I started. And you know, one of them might have just had a day off tomorrow, and then they might be getting called in. So I'm calling in sick essentially. But I mean, shit, man.
Yeah.
That's not to be a dick. That's what they're there for, and I can't be working with my back killing the way it does.
That's fair.
So, but yeah.
Awesome. Well, what do you hope for tomorrow?
Yeah. More snow, dude. I want
more snow?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I was just talking to one of my residents today. It's like, the snow is great, but it's nothing what I'm hoping for. You know, I like those 6 foot, 5 foot snow banks, and the big snow drifts,
dumps.
and
yeah, I get it.
Yeah,
I like those too, but when I know they're coming. I like it when I know they're coming.
It doesn't bug me.
I don't like getting caught off like that because I tend to like try to get a few things before those events happen.
What do you mean?
Like food product?
Oh, because like you don't like to go out like when the roads are really bad.
Yeah.
See, like I totally get that. When I had my truck and the 4-wheel drive wasn't working, I couldn't go through shit. But when I got the 4-wheel drive, like truly, it's a matter of being able to drive through the snow or not that makes me love or hate winter. And I don't know, like I purposely get winter tires for my vehicle just so I know I can get through the snow. So when it finally does come, I know I can get through it and everything. And I don't know, man. I just love.
I get it.
Shoot, man, if you ever need anything and it just dumps on us, just ask me. I'd love to drive. Like Thanksgiving
Well,
morning.
I got a Subaru, so like I'm good. I just if it's like really shitty, I'm not like.
Oh, I love the really shitty stuff.
I'm not always trying to go out when it's real shitty.
Yeah, I do.
Like if I have to, I will, but I'd prefer not to.
Dude, literally, the other morning when we got snow finally for Thanksgiving, I woke up, looked out the window, seen we had snow, took the dogs out to go bathroom, and then I went in my car right away to go for a cruise around, just to go through the unplowed roads and everything. That's how much I love that shit. But all right, well, this is 2 birds, 1 stone. I'm Vincent, and
I'm Zachary.
Did we just weirdly not include our last names?
Yeah, we did. That's okay. Well, we'll see you next time. Hope you enjoyed this special episode.
Yeah, and if you guys want to watch some Trapped in the Closet with us, it's $10 on Amazon.
We can do a watch party.
Yeah, pretend we're there with you, and then.
But then you got to pause for.
I don't know how the hell you do it, but if you feel like watching it.
Check it out.
Yeah, check it out.
Anyways.
Peace, homies. Next time.